We are not even 20 games into the season for the Colorado Rockies, and they are switching hitting coaches. Veteran coach Hensley Meulens is being replaced by Clint Hurdle, who used to be the manager of the Rockies. And he has been the assistant to the general manager, Bill Schmidt. And now he is going to be their hitting coach. I know you've had some time with Clint in the past. He's been on this show too. Kratz, man, that Rockies offense doesn't look good after a few weeks. Whoop! On to the next hitting coach. And now they're going to lead the league, aren't they?
I have to take a deep breath before I answer this one because Bam Bam, Hensley Meulens, is one of the best hitting coaches that I've ever had. Not because of his hitting techniques that he teaches, just about how he connects with guys. He was my first hitting coach in the Arizona Fall League in 2005. Then he ended up being the hitting coach for the Giants for a millennium. And I think he left there after Bochy left. And like this guy just knows how to connect with each player. And to fire him, I don't know. I'm not just gonna bust on the Rockies. But you brought in Clint Hurdle because you know him. Like I don't know what the Clint Hurdle. You know, he sends out like really inspiring emails and stuff to people. He's big, boisterous, loud guy. I guess the Rockies know him. You bring him back. I don't really know. I mean, it's tough. I hope it works out for the hitters because they lost a good hitting coach in Bam Bam, unless Bam Bam's changed in the last 5 years, which I doubt. And you know, good luck with Clint.
AJ, it is time for people to get some new clubs, and to do that, they need to go to their local PXG for a fitting, right?
No doubt. I was there today. I've been there before. Last time I was there, they gave me this killer gap wedge. Look at that sweet spot, Scott. It is worn out. That is right in the sweet spot right there. So I went and got new clubs today, new irons. But more importantly, I got this bad boy. I got me a new putter. This is my old putter. It's on order. Yes, that's my putter cover. PXG Mustang putter. Now I'm going to the Allen putter. They talked me into it because I was draining some putts today. Bob, the guy who helped me out, he helped me with my irons. He got them teed up perfectly. But then we went to the putting green. I was draining them putts because that's the most important part of golf.
PXG fittings are fun. Schedule your fitting today. As you can hear from AJ, for a limited time, you could save up to 20% on your entire order. Head over to pxg.com/foul. That's pxg.com/foul to save up to 20% on your entire order. pxg.com/FOUL. Restrictions apply. See site for details. And now back to the video.
Bam Bam is one of the best out there. He's not only a good hitting coach, he's a good friend. He's a funny guy, man. He's a jokester. Everybody flocks to him when he has something to say. We text all the time, especially during the Little League World Series. Curacau's in there. He's like, Frage, take care of my boys, this and that. So we still have a good little relationship. Man, these are one of the better guys to let go. I mean, you can't always blame a coach for, other people's downfalls. I mean, it's not his fault that they're not hitting. I mean, maybe, there's part of it. Don't get me wrong. But knowing Bam Bam, he's in there every day. You can only lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink it sometimes. The old saying. This dude is an absolute beast. I hope he finds himself on his feet again with another team because just a glue guy as a coach, per se.
Yeah, Meulens has had a really successful career. I mean, for the Rockies, they're the worst team in baseball right now. They have the worst run differential in baseball right now. Most of their offensive stats look putrid. Is anyone surprised? I mean, what did we expect?
I mean, they got rid of Nolan Jones, the one guy that was raking before. Like, what are we in? What did you say, 20? How many games in?
They're 18, I believe, games in.
This goes to a larger, to me, what the larger problem with the Rockies is. It is a small group think. It's the same guys. And I don't think Bam Bam is part of that group. Now, I'm not saying that's why he was run out. I'm not saying he's innocent of everything. But, like, if you're brought in from the outside, there might be some new things. There might be some ways. Whatever it is, he can connect with players. He's done it for a long time. It's okay if he's saying different things that he's seen with other organizations where he has all these rings on his finger from. Like, maybe maybe just listen and let it marinate for a little bit, and not just go back to, oh, well, I'm just going to go get my Clint from the block. I'm just going to get Clint Hurdle from our run back in the day.
It's weird. Yeah. Can I ask you guys a question on a player specifically, Todd Father, like what a hitting coach can do with a player like this? Ezequiel Tovar is very talented, very toolsy, very good on defense. He's Javi Baez light. He swings at everything. If you watch an AB with him, he swings at everything. So if you deliver something in the zone, he's all over it. If you don't, which most pitchers are adjusting to, he's still all over it, and he's not hitting it or he's making poor contact. How do you work with a guy on that?
Well, you try and get in his head. Like, first off, I'd be like, what is your game plan? What are you thinking when you go up to the plate? Have you studied? Have you looked at film? Have you looked at your last 20, 30 at-bats on the computer to see, making sure you're in the right position to hit? Have you looked at 20 to 30 at-bats of what the pitcher you're facing today? Where do you hit well? What don't you hit well? As a hitting coach, you go over every little thing. It's a matter of whether they want to listen and do the homework. This is your job, and at the end of the day, as a hitting coach, you're in the cage waiting to do some stuff, but you're also getting there mentally a little bit too as well. So what's your game plan, buddy? What are you doing when you're in the box? What are you thinking of? And then you can go from there, because you can't change somebody's swing overnight, especially since they're in the major leagues. That's going to be their swing. You can move them inside the box, outside. I remember the late, great Pete Rose used to tell me when I was struggling, move around a little bit, choke up on the bat, move up in the box, move back, in, out, whatever it is, something different, because you have to have a game plan going up there, and you can't just throw it out the window just because you see a pitch you want to mash and it's not a strike. You got to have a game plan.
Yeah, and that's why Todd and I didn't say anything about how Bam Bam teaches the swing path or like your shoulder placement or anything. It's about the conversation that you're having with that particular guy. And he came from a land of success, and that kind of stuff takes time to develop it, not 18 games. So Tovar's still learning. Tovar is going to be a huge piece in this organization. He's going to have to know that he swings at a lot of pitches, but how can we get him to make better swing decisions? And Bam Bam's great at that stuff.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.